So folks, we got a doozy that just hit the airwaves today involving Jeezy, Jay Jenkins, and his lovely estranged wife, Jeannie Mai. Now, as of recent, Jeannie Mai allegedly has been difficult with visitation when it comes to Jeezy seeing his daughter, Monaco. And Jeezy's basically accused her of being a gatekeeper, and he filed a motion in court basically to make the visitation clear and specific in terms of this whole situation. Now, what I find is that once you file or you petition the court for a divorce, there's usually a temporary hearing where these things are discussed for the most part. But in Jeezy's case, it seems that Jeannie Mai is being rather toxic in this situation and not letting the fella see the child, even if he does have visitation in place. So Jeannie Mai's attorney has in turn filed a motion stating that the homie Jeezy J Jenkins cheated on her. So that means as part of that prenup, the prenup should be null and void, and she should be broken off a sweet piece of the pie that Jeezy has. Now, according to records online, Jeezy's worth $10 million, right? Which I thought he'd be worth way more, but that's neither here nor there. So she's trying to get her own cut of that. And she's insinuating that the homie Jeezy cheated. Now, y'all know Jeezy did a sit down about a month ago with Nia Long, and he basically said that real brothers don't cheat at the end of the day. Let's play that.
And you gotta know when it's time to be done.
Right.
And that's usually not about another person, an affair, or, you know, some chick that's willing to like make you feel like a king. Because that's why most men cheat. Most men cheat because
that's fascinating to me.
It's so gross. It's so stupid.
I personally, this is my quote, and real niggas don't cheat.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
I kind of understand what you mean when you say that.
They do not.
I understand what you mean when you say that.
It's something in us that makes us want to be right across the board.
So Jeezy said that to Nia Long, and Nia Long sounded all excited because I guess it vindicated her in some way, shape, or form, or made her feel great that it wasn't her fault that the homie Ime Udoka cheated on her, and she just loved it. She was eating it up when Jeezy said that. So obviously Jeannie Mai saw that clip, and she felt like she would use that, even though, and I'm assuming when you make these type of claims in terms of infidelity, you have to prove it, guys. That's one thing you have to prove in divorce, and infidelity is one of those things that's just hard to prove, and you actually have to catch them in the act. The conversation just isn't going to cut it. I told y'all in my situation when I was going through a divorce, my ex-wife moved out of the house and went, and she was smashing dudes and women. And once I decided to move on my life, even though I already filed for divorce, she had the nerve to try and get me for adultery. Isn't that crazy? Women are crazy. When it comes to a divorce, or in this case, of course it was going to turn ugly. She's just trying to keep it cute, but she's just trying to get some money, and she's going to use that child against the homie at the end of the day. So I'm going to read some of the stuff that the attorneys were saying in this case. Let's get into it. So as I said before, in the filing, Jeezy asked the judge for a hearing to set clearly defined temporary legal and physical custody rights amid their divorce. Initially, both parties agreed upon a visitation schedule through the end of 2023. After Jeezy filed for divorce last month, however, in the filing, he states that the situation is becoming increasingly less feasible, meaning workable or doable, right? The doc further said the lack of consistency, continuity, and stability inherently associated with such a haphazard and fluid parenting time schedule is stressful to the child, Monaco, the daughter. And it has, as is unfortunately inevitable with all families in transition, created unnecessary tension and confusion regarding not only parenting time, but also in regard to each parent's role and rights when the child is in their respective custody. So in this case, obviously she's going to be bitter, toxic, which isn't a good move because he's entitled to rights. When you're married, unlike many states have the laws where the mother is the de facto custodial parent, when you're married, fathers have a little bit more rights, just a little bit. So in this case, it seems like she's being difficult, even though they had a clear schedule for the rest of this year. With him filing that whole situation, she was like, oh, okay, that's what Jeezy's trying to do. Let's go ahead and turn up. So the paperwork says that her estranged husband is guilty of infidelity. Wife reserves the right to amend the counterclaim to add other grounds for divorce. which wife does not wish to specify herein at this time, in the hope this matter can be resolved without having to disclose such conduct publicly. Furthermore, she reportedly claims that his infidelity will have a huge effect on their prenups and division of assets. Now, a part of that prenup, as I discussed, which she said in her counterclaim is, wife further shows that the court should enforce paragraph 8 of the prenuptial agreement regarding infidelity, which provides in pertinent part that in the event that either party engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually aggressive in communication with a third party via all forms of electronic communications, including but not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and or direct message, shall result in a significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party. Bro, like, just for flirting with somebody, that leads the prenup null and void and there's a financial penalty? Goodness, man, that's subjective. That's open for discussion, man. You feel me? That is open for discussion. Sheesh, man. Jeezy, man, say it ain't so, bro. Unless she's got proof. She's saying, hey, she not trying to lay the cards out or whatever. She's just trying to hold them for now. But baby, if you got proof, let it be known. Nobody's just gonna go off a hearsay just because you said there was infidelity in the case. You got to show me, baby. You got to prove it. Jeannie Mai. And I know it was a black eye. You was just promoting the homie's book, and all of a sudden he came out of nowhere and divorced you, and now you claiming infidelity and all this stuff when allegedly you were the one that was cheating on the homie. You was the one cheating. The homie said that what happened between y'all, we can't do nothing about that. We can't do nothing about that. Any type of mediation, any type of counseling, therapy, it's just not gonna fix it, baby. And he's not going for it. It ain't gonna happen, man. I don't know, Jeezy. This is your first divorce. Obviously, she's already been through it. She's got people putting stuff up in her head like, yo, this dude is a multi-millionaire. Get you some of the millions. You're a cold fart right now. He's still got other business ventures going on. I don't know about her so much, but fellas, this is just one of those things. You never know. You could be all happy, and there's no such thing as amicable divorce for the most part. It's always going to be ugly. The woman's usually always going to turn up, and you're going to be looking crazy at the end of the day. I'm sorry to say it, fellas, but that's just how it is. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about all this? What do you think about this situation? Do you think that the homie Jeezy, even though he stands on black men don't cheat and that's only for suckers, real niggas don't cheat, as he said? What do you guys think? Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Listen, hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. It helps us support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. Listen, it's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.